The National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum is an American museum and hall of fame in Cooperstown, New York. It is a central point for the study of the history of baseball in the United States and beyond, the display of baseball-related artifacts and exhibits, and the honoring of persons who have excelled in playing, managing, and serving the sport. Elections commenced in 1936 for the selection of worthy individuals to be honored by induction to the Baseball Hall of Fame, though the first induction ceremonies were not held until the hall opened in 1939. Through the elections for 2015, a total of 310 individuals have been inducted, including 215 former Major League players, 28 executives, 35 Negro leaguers, 22 managers, and 10 umpires. Each is listed along with his primary position, that is, the position or role in which the player made his greatest contribution to baseball, according to the Hall of Fame. According to the current rules, players must have at least 10 years of Major League experience to be eligible for induction. In addition, they must be retired for at least 5 years if living, or deceased for at least 6 months. Players meeting these qualifications must pass through a screening committee and are then voted on by the Baseball Writers Association of America. Each writer may vote for up to 10 players. To be admitted into the Hall of Fame, a player must be approved by 75% of those casting ballots. Players receiving less than 5% approval are removed from future BBWAA ballots. The current rules, most recently revised in July 2010, allow that all individuals eligible for induction, but not for the BBWAA blot players who have not been approved by the BBWAA election process within 20 years of their retirement, umpires, managers, pioneers, and executives may be considered by the Veterans Committee in every third year, based on the era in which each individual candidate made his greatest contribution to the sport. On a few occasions, exceptions have been made to the guidelines in place at the time. Roberto Clemente was elected shortly after his death in 1972. Lou Gehrig was elected in 1939 following his diagnosis with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, and Adi Joss was elected in 1978, although he completed only 9 seasons before his death. Between 1971 and 1977, 9 players from the Negro Leagues were inducted by a special Negro Leagues committee, which was given the task of identifying worthy players who played in the Negro Leagues prior to the breaking of baseball's color line. Since 1977, players from the Negro Leagues have been considered by the Veterans Committee, and 9 more individuals have been approved by that body. In 2005, the Hall announced the formation of a Committee on African American Baseball, which held a 2006 election for eligible figures from the Negro Leagues and earlier 19th century teams. 17 additional Negro League figures were chosen in that election, including Executive Effa Manley, the first woman inducted. In the table below, primary team is based on the inductees' biographies at the Hall of Fame website. This does not necessarily match the cap logo on the inductees' Hall of Fame plaque.